Hello and welcome to a War Thunder Air Forces video. It is the first one of these I have done in ages, probably 9 months or something ridiculous like that. And that's just because I basically haven't been playing War Thunder Air Forces for various reasons, which I'll discuss in a minute. But anyway, this time you see me doing it. I had a bit of spare time last night, so I decided to go fly a few realistic battles just for old time's sake, and I actually had a bit of fun, so I might do it again in the near future. This time I'm flying out the Mc.200 Series 3, which, well, I'm loath to say it's a bad aircraft, but it's not a good aircraft. It's got two 12.7mm machine guns, which is alright, considering it's a low-tier airplane, and it's got good manoeuvrability. The only real problem is its engine is incredibly weak, and because of that it tends to bleed energy in turn fights quite rapidly, and I often find myself basically stuck down at ground level and I can't really climb up to get anywhere, and I'm too slow to manoeuvre, and then I die. But this game was a bit better than that, only a bit though. Oh, and where's the sound gone? Well, hopefully it pops back in a minute. Anyway, I haven't been playing War Thunder Air Forces much, mainly because I used to play arcade quite a bit, but it annoyed me that basically there wasn't much variation in the flight models of the various aircraft, so it just felt too random to me, like whether you did well or not. Like, doesn't really matter how well you knew your aircraft or your opponent's aircraft, because they could basically all manoeuvre with each other anyway, so I just didn't really like arcade battles. And then realistic battles, I do enjoy. I just don't enjoy having to spend the first couple of minutes of the game climbing, and then quite often in the middle of the game there's also long periods where you're basically just flying in a straight line, you know, flying back to your airbase, or you've got to go 8 or 9 kilometres to get to the nearest enemy or whatever. And I just got frustrated with all that waiting. As you see, we've been doing it for 3 minutes and 10 seconds so far, so it's not an insignificant time. So I kind of just gave up on playing Air Forces and just stuck to playing World of Warplanes for a bit. And by a bit, I mean 9 months or so, considering that I've always considered World of Warplanes to be kind of the best of both worlds, and it's got the rapid pace of kind of War Thunder arcade gameplay, but the kind of realistic flight models of the realistic War Thunder flight mode. So I was very happy with, well, I am very happy with World of Warplanes. I really enjoy that game. And my frame rate seems to have dropped to nothing. Okay, I'll just see if I can do something about this in a minute or two. It's probably all this AA that's ruining it for me. My computer's kind of weak and sometimes it just doesn't handle graphical things very well. But hopefully this is a bit better now. A little bit better, at least it's moving. But anyway, I've caught up with the dogfight, and that looks like an F2A right in front of me. Manoeuvre to try and get shots, and I'm pretty confident I can actually turn inside the F2A. As I said, this is a pretty manoeuvrable aircraft, as long as it's got some speed, and I'm going to have some speed here. So I'm coming around on its tail. Hopefully, yep, I can get some shots right here. And well, I tear its wing off. First kill, and that was about as easy as it gets. So what's this? That looks like a Spitfire to me, and those shots missed horribly. But I do that a bit because I suck at aiming. I suck at aiming in all games, but whoa, that was a friendly shooting at me. At least they missed, so no harm done. Okay. I actually think I can turn with a Spitfire in this thing. I know in the G50, which is the kind of other Italian low-tier monoplane fighter, you can turn inside Spitfires no problem. And I think this is about the same. It might be slightly worse, but I still shouldn't have any problems, I don't think. We're coming around on it. And those shots weren't leading enough. But hopefully this next pass, when I find it, there it is, I should be getting a better angle on it this time. Nope, couldn't quite get my nose in the right position. And it crashes, so I'm very disappointed that none of those shots managed to hit. But I just never really got myself in a good position. And so, see an enemy aircraft there with two of our friendlies on its tail. It looks to be the only one around. So I take a few shots, all those miss horribly. And I wasted a lot of bullets on that thing. And this guy's been set on fire, and I look like I might have some good shots here, but I can't roll quick enough, and I actually end up, I think I probably hit my friendly then, or at least came close to it. But well, you all saw they were doing it to me earlier, so it's not that big a deal. And where has this wildcat gone? Oh, there it is, right in the middle of the screen. One with a big smoke trail. I don't think any of those hit, but at least they were closer than most of the shots I've been firing. And, well, it's running now, and it can outrun me. And my engine's not really powerful enough to catch up to it. Oh no, but it's coming back. I might get some shots here. Nope, it's down. Oh well, let's just strafe some AA guns. One kill. Yeah, well, those shots missed. Okay. Oh, something's shooting at me. So bank and roll. And well, that's a P-36 there. So I give chase because there doesn't really seem to be any other enemy aircraft nearby. But as you can see, there are two other friendly aircraft also giving chase. Well, one of them looks like it's being chased, but the other one's giving chase. So I probably won't get this kill, especially since it's running away from me, and as I said earlier, I'm kind of not a particularly fast aircraft here. On another friendly aircraft's joined the chase. Well, it looks like the first one's actually heading back to our base, so it's just 3-on-1. Well, it'll be 3-on-1 once I get there. And I'm hoping I can catch up because it's flying evasively down the valley there, so it must be losing a fair bit of speed. I was just looking around to see if there isn't anything more predictive I can do, and no, there isn't. The nearest enemy was kind of 7 or 8 kilometers away, whereas this guy's about 2, I think. So I'll probably be able to get here quicker. And the sound's still not back, well, except for the gunfire. Don't know where the engine noise has gone. Anyway, as you see, I'm slowly managing to gain ground, because as I said, the guy's bleeding energy. And once I put my nose into a dive, as you see me doing here, I should be able to close that gap quite rapidly. I get lucky here that the guy turns right when it could have turned left, which puts me right on its tail, kilometre out and closing rapidly. And I'm just thinking of lining up some shots, and it banks hard and levels out just in time for me to start shooting it. Most of my shots miss, but I managed to get just enough on target that I set it on fire. Go into a bit of a yo-yo there, and come back around on its tail in another diving attack. No shots missed. Yeah, those are okay. I'm getting a few hits here, but mostly the damage has been done by my fire, which has wrecked its tail, so you know it's going down now. And there's my second kill. And here is the second big long wait of this game. There are only 2 enemy aircraft left, and they are both miles and miles and miles away. Like, even when I started this chase, there'd still be about 6 or so kilometres away from there. But I might as well start heading in that direction, just in case by some miracle I actually make it there. But of course I won't. There's only 2 enemy aircraft left now, a Beaufort and another P-36 Hawk. But it's going to take a while. And really, I am just not that patient. which is the big problem I have with realistic battles. But I'm actually really happy with having managed to get 2 kills in this game. I don't think it's the best I've done, but I probably only average, actually I might even average just under 1 kill a game. I get a few assists, but I'm just not a very good aim. And I tend to fly low tier aircraft which have machine guns where you need to kind of be good aim and actually hit the weak points. But anyway, we've actually just won. All the enemy aircraft are shot down. I just have to wait for another 20 odd seconds for the game to actually win, and then it's over. But the thing is, I'm not going to make you guys wait for that long. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.